And every time I get a new stamp set, I put a piece of tape that connects the back acetate to the printed piece, which is the front piece of acetate, right? I've shown you guys that with every stamp set that I own. So I took this stamp set out and was going to do that. Look here what Art Impressions has done. Oh, and by the way, these are photopolymer, better quality. Look what they did. I'm happy about that. They already put a piece of tape on there for us. Awesome, right? I love it. That way I don't have to worry about messing with that whenever I get a new stamp set. So that made me pretty happy. It's the little things, right? I am going to stamp this little guy out because I just can't stand it. I have to. I'll have to use my stamping tool. Let's do this one. And here's something else. When you're getting your stamps are new and you're pulling them off of here, which by the way, these are thick. See how thick that is? Wow. Instead of stretching on the stamp, I pull this piece of acetate back because it doesn't damage my stamp that way, and I use my thumb underneath it to help me pry it. Because if the acetate kind of gets a little bit rolly, that's okay because it straightens back out when I put the stamp back on it. I am impressed by how thick this is. In comparison, here's two other Art Impressions stamp sets that I have that I got from Hobby Lobby. This one did not have that piece of tape on it. I put a piece of tape on it. You can tell because it's got a ripple in it. I'm never very good at sticking those on there. But we'll just pull this one off and compare them. Okay, so there's the thickness of that one. See how much thicker that is? Wow, that's impressive. Plus, this set is not photopolymer. This set is. You can tell because they have a very distinct smell. I'm not even sure what it is that makes it smell that way. I have a tendency to bear down real hard whenever I'm coloring or when I'm writing. And to keep myself from doing that, when I feel my hand bearing down hard, I push down with that same elbow, reversing it basically, because when you push down with your elbow, it automatically lifts your hand. I don't know if that'll help anybody else, but it helps me. It sounds silly, but it really does work. And the reason that you don't want to bear down real hard when you're coloring is because if you put down too much wax, I'm not sure the, exact terms on how to describe it, but when you push down real hard, it fills the tooth of the paper with wax. When that happens, you can't add more color to it. I learned that from Lindsay Wyrick and also Sandy Allnock. Something else I do is hold the pencil further back, because when you're further down on it, you tend to bear down harder, but when you're holding it further back like this, you don't. use a lighter touch. Those are just a few things that help me that I've learned. So, thought I'd share them. They're cute. I like how they put the colored images on the back. It gives you a little bit of inspiration, you know. I like it, and I appreciate it. Alright, I'm going to continue coloring this. However, Art Impressions, this is for you. See the stripes on this guy's shirt? There's no stripes on his shirt. There's no stripes. Alright, so I got it all colored up. I backed it on kind of a teal color cardstock, and then on a really light gray textured cardstock. And then I put glossy accents on the glasses and on her earring. I also added little white dots to his eyes. And I may put glossy accents on his eyes. I don't know yet. I'm just going to use my wet glue if I can get it to come out the bottle. I'm using a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of cardstock, scored at 5.5 for a standard A2 size card. I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp this "You are my once in a lifetime" and a happy anniversary. There we go. I am impressed by how thick these stamps are. I don't know that it makes it any better, although when they're real thick like that, it gives them, I guess, more carving ability, you know, kind of like a rubber stamp is, how deep the grooves are. But I don't know enough about them to say whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing. Cute. Of course, I stamped that a little bit sideways. Dadgummit, I got ink down here on the corner because it wasn't quite dry yet. See where I got ink on it? We're about to cover it up. You don't have to be limited to the outside of the card when you put enamel dots on there. You can put them on the inside too, because they don't really add that much dimension that you have to worry about it, you know. goodness, I got that all kinds of crooked, didn't I? Man, oh man. Alright. So, let's stick it down on a white piece of cardstock this time, I guess. If it'll fit. That does, and that does. Alright, so my card base is still 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And I couldn't just peel it up because I used wet glue on it. That's one of the downfalls of using wet glue, is you usually can't peel it right back up. So there we go. Anyway, there's my little card. Using this Art Impressions stamp set. It looks like this. And these are photopolymer. I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed. And I got this 40% off with my, well no, it was on sale 40% off. I was going to say with my coupon, but that's not true. So there. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me, guys. I certainly appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of this little stamp set, because I think it's adorable. And you can use it, maybe you have grandparents. You could use it for Grandparents' Day. You could use it for their anniversary, just to say happy anniversary, or, you know, one of their birthdays or something like that. I hope you all have a great day and a glorious tomorrow. Bye, guys.